Good evening, I'm Samantha Voss. Tonight we're tracking a series of developing stories, including a disturbing report that Mullin is threatening election officials, while overseas a missile has struck an island in the Strait of Hormuz. We're also following the worsening wildfires in Canada and their escalating impact on its health concerns, as well as major updates on the Apple Antitrust lawsuit and a staggering $225 million fraud scheme uncovered in our schools. Our international bureau is also reporting on the surge of migrants from Cuba to Brazil, which some are linking to the lingering influence of Trump-era policies. Samantha Voss reports, according to the New York Times, Mullin has threatened local election officials with jail time. He referenced a 2020 incident in which Iranian hackers accessed a voter registration database in Alaska. At the time, Trump administration officials and a Justice Department indictment confirmed the hacking was real, but the voting seen in a related video was faked. The incident highlights concerns about election security amid other recent fraud cases. These include $225 million fraud schemes found in schools and a senior daycare fraud case in New York City. The issue underscores the need for vigilance in protecting public institutions from financial crime. According to Iranian news agencies, a missile has hit an island in the Strait of Hormuz. As foreign policy analysts who are closely monitoring the situation have reported this development, the incident follows the evacuation of a children's cancer hospital in Ivaz, which was sparked by concerns over escalating tensions in the region. Iranian news agencies and as foreign policy analysts have reported on the situation, which is being closely tracked by world news outlets. The incident is likely to further strain relations between the US and Iran amid rising tensions in the Middle East. Samantha Voss reports that wildfires in Canada are worsening as health concerns. According to the New York Times, scientists estimate that wildfire smoke from Canada is linked to tens of thousands of deaths a year in the US. Researchers are closely monitoring the situation and studying the effects of environmental factors on human health. The US government is releasing new information on various topics, but regarding the wildfires, the focus remains on understanding the impact of wildfire smoke on human health. For accurate and up-to-date information, the public can rely on reputable news sources. Samantha Voss reports that Apple and the US Department of Justice are in early discussions to settle a 2024 antitrust lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that Apple violated antitrust laws by illegally monopolizing the smartphone market. According to reports, talks are currently active, but there is no guarantee of a settlement. This development follows recent settlements in antitrust suits by other companies, including John Deere, which secured a settlement with the Federal Trade Commission and several states. For more information on the Apple settlement talks, details can be found in related articles, including those from iClarified. A report alleges widespread fraud schemes in school districts totaling $225 million. The schemes include embezzlement, fake invoices, and bid rigging, as well as falsifying student enrollment numbers to collect more aid. The Office of the Inspector General, a government watchdog, uncovered these schemes. The Inspector General has also investigated other cases of fraud and mismanagement. According to the report, schools have been embroiled in these fraudulent activities, which have been detailed in an article found on the Western Journal. For more information, readers can visit apus.com for the latest news and updates on government accountability and transparency. International Desk and Samantha Voss. Brazil and Cuba. Migration increase. A rise in migrant journeys from Cuba to Brazil may be influenced by the return of Trump and imposed blockades. According to a study published in Folha S. Paulo, Trump's return and the blockades on Cuba have contributed to the increase in Cuban migrant journeys to Brazil. This situation is further complicated by the fact that the Amazon region, through which many of these migrants pass, is disputed by over 30 criminal groups. US foreign policy, particularly towards Cuba, has a significant impact on the region, and Trump's influence is a key factor to consider. Moving on to another story, no other countries or topics are covered in this segment. That's tonight's briefing. For the full reporting, visit NewsAnarchist. I'm Samantha Voss.